During 9 years he spent on the streets, Jerry Williams racked up tens of thousands of dollars in fines for panhandling. He turned to begging to pay for an alcohol addiction, which he turned to deal with his PTSD. But as he tries to stay clean and sober, he's trapped in a cycle of poverty.
My tickets prevented me from obtaining a driver's license and would have made it much more difficult for me to obtain quality housing, credit, or even a good job eventually.
Williams challenged the fines with the help of the Fair Change Community Services Legal Clinic. Lawyers there say the Safe Streets Act criminalizes homeless people and should be struck down. The Safe Streets Act was passed during the progressive conservative government of Mike Harris in an effort to deal with what was seen as aggressive panhandling. But it remains on the books, having survived a couple attempts to repeal it in the last 2 years. The act, which came into effect in the year 2000, was a reaction to an influx of squeegee kids on city streets. But lawyers say the legislation has been used more broadly to target poor people who may have mental health issues.
The Liberals passed an amendment that exempts registered charities from provisions of the Safe Streets Act. So somebody who's a member of a registered charity requesting funds on behalf of homeless people, for example, they're allowed to do it, but a homeless person, him or herself, can't do it.
Rosenthal was one of the lawyers who launched an unsuccessful constitutional challenge of the act in 2007. He argued the act violates the rights of people who beg for money. But some say they too have a right if they feel that their safety is compromised by aggressive panhandlers.
I think everybody should have a freedom to do what they want, but if you infringe on somebody else's freedom on space, that can be protected.
But anti-poverty advocates say ticketing the homeless unnecessarily ties up court time, adding to delays, and those resources could be better spent fighting poverty. Lee-Shanok, CBC News, Toronto.